take number like 6.
Because we forgot Death Valley.
We forgot a park.
I'm Kaylin. This is Joseph, and 3 years ago, we uprooted our lives to travel full-time with our rabbits Cody and Cinder. This season, we're taking our home on wheels up the West Coast to visit as many major national parks as possible.
We have officially been to all of California's national parks.
And there's 9 of them, not 8.
We're so bad. There's 8 if you combine Kings Canyon and Sequoia, which a lot of people do, but we felt like we needed to do respect to both of them.
They're separate parks. So having been to all 9, we think that we are capable and qualified to rank these parks
very much
from number 1 all the way down to park that should be a state park.
Which means we're starting at number 9 with
Pinnacles. This is a park that we believe should be a state park.
Gotta pull out the headlamp. Joseph forgot his, so he'll be using the handy dandy phone flashlight. I was really disappointed with Pinnacles. I'm sorry, California, but it should not be a national park. We had a really great hike there, but it was like the only thing you could do.
Yeah, in one day we basically explored almost the entire park. The thing is the thing the park is known for, the condors, we didn't see a single one of them.
Nope, not even a squawk.
Current wildlife recap. Squirrel, chipmunk, vultures, bird that sounds like the dog from Duck Hunt.
I think that's it.
Still no condors.
The park is also really weirdly situated out. It's got the east and west entrance. I mean, most national parks have entrances all over the place, and you can generally get from one end of the park to the other. Not so with Pinnacles. In the middle, there's just a blob of hiking trails.
Yeah, big mountain that you can't cross over with a car. So if you want to go from one side to the other, you got to do it with your feet. So that's number 9, Pinnacles. Number 8 is
Joshua Tree National Park. We should have visited this earlier in the year. It was a little bit late. It was May. It was super hot, and so we had to boondock 2 hours away up in the mountains to make sure we had high enough elevation.
And we didn't get video of this one because we were going to do our anniversary video there.
We were not dressed appropriately. Joshua Tree is not only known for the Joshua trees, it's also a big rock climbing and bouldering area. So if we had known that beforehand, and again, had the right clothes, I think we would have had a lot more fun.
100%.
So if you're visiting that park, yeah, you'll get a few shots of the Joshua trees, but it's mainly for that bouldering experience. Do you remember number 7?
I do remember number 7 because you just showed it to me on your phone.
It's very controversial.
We're staying in the tree vein, so Joshua Tree is all about a tree. This one's all about a tree. It is Redwoods National Park. We took a hike. It was beautiful. It was 13 miles. Took us right through the heart of a lot of the redwoods.
Fern Canyon Trail, if you're interested. Absolutely gorgeous.
Yes, and we took the long way, which took us all the way down to the beach, then back up through Fern Canyon, and then we took another loop that took us just past all these massive redwood trees. Got a lot of great pictures of like the sun streaming through the trees.
Oh, we did the Tall Trees Trail, which wasn't as epic as the Fern Canyon Trail, but it is a little bit shorter.
But they just don't hold a candle, in my opinion, toward another tree that we'll talk about in a little bit.
Spoiler alert!
Anyway.
You can't even see the world's tallest tree because it's a secret.
Yeah, they do not let you know where it is, and they let you know the area because they're like, nobody go here!
Yeah, $5,000 fine, 6 months in jail if you go search for the world's tallest tree. Coming in at number 6, moving on to Lassen Volcanic National Park. I had no idea that there was basically a mini Yellowstone hiding in Northern California.
We did the popular section with Bumpus Hell and getting to Lassen Peak and seeing Emerald Lake. But there's a whole other section called Devil's Kitchen and a lot of hikes over there that we would love to go back and explore.
It'd be even cool to climb one of the peaks, like Broke-Off Mountain.
I don't know why it's named that, but as far as I'm concerned, it's named Broke-Off Mountain because it looks like there used to be a peak on it that broke off.
It's such a fun park, great for kids, and pretty smelly too.
Yeah. I think my nose has gotten more sensitive because, man, Rotten eggs it is. It really is a little Yellowstone. The only thing it doesn't have, as far as I know, is any geysers. It has a lot of steam vents.
I don't think there's anything like spewing out of the ground.
So what are we at?
We're at number 5.
Number 5.
Which you referenced.
I think I know.
The
number
last
5.
tree one.
Yes, number 5 is Sequoia. Whatever reason, sequoias, I think, are the coolest tree.
Yeah, a lot of people disagreed with us on Instagram when we pitted redwood and sequoia together. They primarily chose redwood, but we are sequoia fans all the way.
They just are massive. Like, I just...
Yeah, tall and in volume.
And the drive through Sequoia National Park
super pretty.
Is just really pretty. So even if you don't have any time to do any hikes or visit anything or go to that... what was the rock?
Oh, Morrow Rock.
Morrow Rock.
Gives you a great viewpoint.
And if you don't have time to do that, that's okay. Drive through the park. Because just driving through the park it's beautiful.
Which, we'll just scoot on next door to that park, over to Kings Canyon, coming at number 4. If Lassen Volcanic is a mini Yellowstone, then Kings Canyon has to be a mini Yosemite. You've got stunning granite cliffs, waterfalls, and I think the reason why we put this ahead of Sequoia is because it actually has its own Sequoia grove.
Yeah, and we definitely want to go back and visit this park again. We didn't do any hiking the day we were there. We just kind of went and saw the things off the sides of the road, the waterfalls and such. I know there are some more beautiful waterfalls that you have to work to get, and I would just love to go even camp there.
Yeah, that would be fun.
And explore further. Which takes us to number 3. We go from beautiful waterfalls and gorgeous like granite cliffs to the deadest place on the planet, Death Valley.
There was so much to do in Death Valley, and I actually think we went in and out of the park probably 6 different times. We shot a video on this one. It's super detailed. Highly recommend you go check it out. It's one of our favorite videos that we've ever done, and it will just show you all the cool highlights of the park. There's sea level, and we are 282 feet below that.
The only con to Death Valley is you really need to get there early in the season or late in the season, or be prepared to just be hot.
I need some water.
It's right here for you.
Thank you.
It gets down to a low of around 90 in the middle, in the middle of the night.
Yeah,
you know,
we went in late April, and the highs were probably 90, 92, so we were just before like the real hot part of the summer.
Oh my word. I almost bit it.
Coming in at number 2, so we had a little discussion, I won't say fight, between number 1 and number 2, like, because we had to agree on all the rankings.
Yes, apparently 2 lists were not allowed.
No, that would be too complicated. So number 2 is actually one of my favorite national parks, and it's...
I won the debate.
Channel Islands. I don't know what it is about this park, but it just felt like time stopped when you stepped off the boat, because it's only accessible by boat, because the seas are supposed to get really rough. We visited the biggest island in the Channel Islands. There's about 5 or 6 islands. We went to Santa Rosa Island and stayed overnight, so we got 2 days to explore.
It is a great place if you want to unplug. Like many of the national parks, there's not really cell service, but unlike many of the national parks, you can't get to cell service really. So get there, unplug, relax for a couple days. We did most of the trails on the Big Island.
Which go to the beach, one goes along the cliffside, and I think we would love to go back and either visit another island, or if we go back to Santa Rosa, also do some kayaking.
There's a lot of sea life that you can see if you explore around the shoreline. Which brings us to number 1. If you haven't guessed it already, it's not like it's, you know, the most popular park, the park that everybody thinks of with national parks, is Yosemite.
Yeah, we kind of didn't want this one to be number one, but then we visited and we're like, there's a reason why it's so popular, because the scenery is truly stunning. The view is insane. You've got meadows, waterfalls, granite cliffs.
Wildlife.
Yeah, that was actually where we saw our first bear of the year.
Yeah, we saw a bear there. We didn't get video of it, sorry. But it was absolutely beautiful. There's a reason it's the park that everybody thinks of when it comes to national parks, and it's definitely a place we want to go back.
We have so many more places we want to explore in Yosemite, so I don't know when we're gonna get it back out here again, but we have to make it happen.
But that's really why it's number one. There's just so much to explore there. That's our list of the 9 national parks in California in order from best to should be a state park.
Sorry.
We hope you enjoyed it. Please let us know in the comments which ones are your favorite, or if you haven't been, which are the ones that you would really love to see someday.
Like what's on your bucket list? What have you really enjoyed?
And if there's something in a park, one of these parks that we need to go back and explore, please let us know.
Let us know. Make sure you stay tuned, because our next video, we're going to be jumping off a cliff.
Yeah. And if you want to be the first to know when that video drops, there's a link in the description to sign up for our email list. Sign up for that email list and you'll be the first one to know. And if we ever do a giveaway or a meetup or something, you'll be the first to know about that as well. Anyway, maybe next time we'll see you on the open road.
Bye.
We're on.